Yeah, so once again, good morning, and let's continue the session. In previous session, we were discussing menu-driven program to implement stack. We have started with C file where we generate a menu, print a menu, ask user to enter some choice, and then based on a choice, we go and execute the case where we are going to simply call those functions. Function is nothing but operation. Those operations are defined in a separate file where we actually implement our stack, right? We define a stack as a abstract data type, and then here we define all those functions. So whenever we want to initialize our stack, right, inside that what we want to do is we simply want to initialize top with -1. This is what we want, but this is not how we write C program. ये चाहिए, but इस तरह से आप एक्सेस नहीं कर पाओगे, because top is a member of the stack. तो top डायरेक्ट कभी एक्सेस नहीं होगा, right? It's a member of your structure. तो structure variable dot आपको member एक्सेस करना होगा. अब जब भी मैं ये init को कॉल करूंगा, fine, so at that time I'm going to pass stack. What if you have more than one stacks? एक से ज्यादा स्टैक है तो आप किसको इनिशियलाइज करोगे, राइट? अगर S1, S2, S3, S4, S5 है, then when you call init, you are going to pass that stack variable. भाई S1 को इनिशियलाइज करना है, S3 को इनिशियलाइज करना है. So that's the reason we pass stack variable as a parameter. Okay? Now when I pass this stack variable, just like this variable name, then it is going to be called by value. ये हो जाएगा call by value. तो inside my header file अगर मैं उसको receive करता हूँ यहाँ पे stack s, and if I write s dot top equals to -1, and initialization is not going to return anything, तो ये हो गया मेरा init function, but still it is called by value. Call by value में क्या होता है? Copy of your value will be generated. तो यहाँ पे जो stack बना वो original stack नहीं है, it is a copy. तो आप क्या कर रहे हो? Copy के अंदर top -1 कर रहे हो. ओरिजिनल टॉप तो -1 हुआ ही नहीं. ये जो -1 हुआ वो क्या था? इट्स अ कॉपी, एंड दैट कॉपी इज डिलीटेड व्हेन यू आर डन विद दिस ऑपरेशन. जब आप फंक्शन कंप्लीट करके वापस जाओगे तो वो कॉपी जो था वो तो डिलीट हो गया. योर ओरिजिनल एस, योर ओरिजिनल स्टैक जैसा था वैसे ही है. उसका टॉप वी डोंट नो व्हाट इट इज, पता नहीं, कोई गार्बेज वैल्यू होगा, राइट? सो ये प्रॉब्लम है. अगर मैं स्टैक वेरिएबल इस तरह से पास करता हूं तो वो कॉपी जनरेट करके सारा ऑपरेशन कॉपी में कर लेगा, ओरिजिनल कुछ नहीं. सो टू ओवरकम दैट प्रॉब्लम वी विल गो फॉर कॉल बाय रेफरेंस. कॉल बाय वैल्यू नहीं, कॉल बाय रेफरेंस. तो यहां से एड्रेस पास करेंगे. वी आर गोइंग टू पास एड्रेस ऑफ द स्टैक $s. अगर एड्रेस पास करते हो देन यू हैव टू रिसीव दैट एड्रेस, एंड टू स्टोर एड्रेस यू नीड टू हैव अ पॉइंटर वेरिएबल. तो जब मैं फंक्शन डिफाइन करूंगा तो वहां पे पॉइंटर वेरिएबल लूंगा. अगर मेरे पास पॉइंटर वेरिएबल है स्ट्रक्चर का और मुझे मेंबर एक्सेस करना है तो डॉट नहीं चलेगा, वी नीड टू यूज एरो. स्ट्रक्चर का पॉइंटर वेरिएबल अगर आपके पास है and you want to access members. So instead of dot operator, you have to write arrow operator, minus, greater than. So that's how we implement, that's how we implement initialization process. Now, okay, let's give a proper message to user. Your stack has been initialized. ZED, SED, whatever. Stack initialized message. Now this printf is showing you error in this file. यहाँ पे आपको एक error दिख रहा है printf के लिए underline. Now that is just because printf function जो है वो कहाँ पे define होता है? stdio.h में. यहाँ पे मैंने stdio.h include किया नहीं. That's why ये underline. But we are never going to execute this file. हम इस फाइल को एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करेंगे. हम किसको एग्जीक्यूट करने वाले हैं? यहाँ पे. If we execute this one, तो before your stack.h, you have already included stdio. That will work. That will work. Still, अगर आपको ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, भाई ये red color, I don't want it, you can include it. Include. And your error will be gone. Okay, यहाँ पे इंक्लूड कर लो, कोई बात नहीं, 2 बार इंक्लूड हुआ. C pre-processor, because hash sign is for pre-processor. So C का जो pre-processor है वो हैंडल कर लेगा. एक ही फाइल को आपने 2 बार इंक्लूड किया, it knows, it will handle it. So now we are done with init operation. Let's think about push operation. So we call a push function. We need to pass stack as a reference, and we need to pass one value which we want to insert. Right? एक stack pass करोगे with reference और एक value pass करोगे जो आपको insert करना है. Now what we do here in the push operation, very simple. आपको करना क्या था? top plus plus करके data of top के अंदर आपको value save करनी है, right? You want to store, you want to save that value, and before this आपको ये भी check करना है कि अगर stack full है तो, so if your top is double equals to max minus 1, right? Then your stack is full. And this is what we have understood when we were discussing push operation. हमने इतना डिस्कस किया था. अब इसी को अगर हम प्रोग्राम में कन्वर्ट करना चाहते हैं, then very simple. If statement, perfectly fine. This is a message, so you will go for printf double quote stack is full message, terminate your statement. If it is not full, तो else part में जाके you are going to increase your top, you are going to save your value. Let's have acknowledgement message for end user, value inserted, and complete your else part. Now still we cannot access these members directly. Top direct नहीं मिलेगा, so you go for s arrow top plus plus s arrow data, index is s arrow top equals to value, and that's done. If के अंदर भी हमें क्या करना होगा? Top cannot be accessed directly, so s points to top is max minus 1 and done. We do not return anything from this place, तो आपका function जो है that is going to be void. Okay, and that is your push operation. अब इस push को आप call करना चाहते हो, fine. From your C file, you can call that push operation. You simple call push, you pass address of your stack and you pass a value. Value कहाँ है? Let us ask user to enter that value. And we scan that value. Percentage D ampersand VAL need to declare a VAL variable. So we'll go to top and we will have one more variable here. Okay. So if user decides to go for case 1, तो आप यहाँ पे आके पहले एक वैल्यू मांगोगे और वो वैल्यू अपने स्टैक वेरिएबल के साथ पुश फंक्शन में भेज दोगे. Inside your push function, you are going to check whether your stack has some empty space or not. अगर है तो पहले आप टॉप इंक्रीज करोगे, टॉप पे डेटा रखोगे, and then value inserted message just for end user, and you are done with your task. Okay, so we have inserted one value. एक बार पुश किया तो एक वैल्यू गई, 5 बार पुश करूंगा तो 5 वैल्यू जाएगी. लेट्स प्रिंट इट. चेक करना है सही में वो वैल्यू है या नहीं. वी वांट टू प्रिंट इट, सो वी गो फॉर डिस्प्ले ऑपरेशन. What is display operation? It is not going to return anything, so void display, and it requires your stack. Inside that function, you may go for if your stack top is already -1, then you can print a message, printf stack is empty. Else you can say, okay, printf stack contains, and then a for loop where we are going to print some numbers using percentage D. Every number will go on a new line /n, and that number is coming from where? From your data array. S points to data and some index. Now this index we are going to take I. What is I? Let us declare a variable I so that we can use that variable inside a for loop. I equals to something, I less than greater than something, I plus plus or minus minus. Right? From where we start? From where we start? Top. I को start कहाँ से करेंगे? Top से. Till it is greater equals to 0. Okay? And I minus minus. That is gonna be your loop. And this is your display operation. अगर stack खाली है तो अलग से message, खाली नहीं है, then we say stack contains and then the list of all numbers. And that's gonna be your display operation. So how user is going to call this display? So inside your menu driven program you have case, or you have option 5. So inside your switch case, what you are gonna do is you are going to define your case 5, where you will call display function and then break. With display you are going to pass address of your stack. Done. So till now we have implemented 3 operations: init, push, display. Check करते हैं. Let's run our code and test it whether it runs properly or not. अभी के लिए हम सिर्फ 3 operations check करेंगे. Fine. So I'm going to run this code, this file. हर बार याद रखो .c फाइल जहां पे आपने int main डिफाइन किया है उसी को रन करोगे आप. आपकी हेडर फाइल के अंदर एक भी मेन नहीं है. रिमेंबर, दिस फाइल डज नॉट कंटेन main function. Okay, so I'll go back to C file and I'm going to run this code now. Well, is there a spelling mistake or anything else? File not found with, yeah, okay, my bad. Look, when you include a file, अगर वो लाइब्रेरी फाइल है तो लेस देन ग्रेटर देन एंगुलर ब्रैकेट से इंक्लूड कर सकते हो. अगर वो लाइब्रेरी फाइल है, लाइब्रेरी फाइल्स एक पर्टिकुलर फोल्डर के अंदर रहती है. नाउ दिस stack.h इज नॉट अ लाइब्रेरी फाइल, वो तो हमने बनाया. सो दोज फाइल्स कैन बी इंक्लूडेड विथ डबल क्वॉट. Okay, you can include non-library files using double quote, और double quote के बीच में आप relative path लिखोगे. अब ये दोनों फाइल एक ही फोल्डर के अंदर है तो मेरा पाथ कुछ बनता नहीं. सिंपल फाइल नेम एक ही फोल्डर से मुझे फाइल मिल जाएगी तो पाथ नहीं लिखना है. अदरवाइज इट्स गोना बी समथिंग लाइक, अगर आपका ABC फोल्डर है देन ABC फोल्डर / file name. Okay, so that's how you define your file or the path. For now it's gonna be simple file name because दोनों एक ही फोल्डर के अंदर है. And now let's try to run this code. Okay, so this was earlier error, but now again we go and run this file and we have output stack initialized. सबसे पहला printf कहां से आया? From your init function, because on line number 11 we call init operation, and if we go and see that init function, if we go and see the init function, then it prints this message. So we have that message on the output screen here, stack initialized. Okay, ये function खत्म हो गया. वापस जाओगे जहां से कॉल हुआ. You come back to line number 11 and then you continue while loop and you have a set of options. So next we have set of options. Then we ask user to enter some number. So it is waiting for me to insert a choice, one number here. If I enter something which is not in a list, 9, then it goes to the default case. What is there in the default part? Please enter valid choice. So if I press 9 and enter, then it says, then it says please enter valid choice message. And as long as we have everything inside a while loop which is infinite, तो ये loop फिर से execute होगा and we have that menu again. So after that message valid choice डालो, फिर से वही menu आ गया. Right? So this program will run infinite. जब तक मैं 8 ऑप्शन 8 नहीं देता ये चलता रहेगा. So we can test any scenarios here. Okay, I have initialized my stack. उसके अंदर कुछ है अभी? Is there anything inside your stack now, right now? No. let me display. Let me call option 5 display. It says stack is empty. So what part of your code is being run? This thing. From the display operation, it has gone inside if condition. Right? Fine. Let's go back, and if your stack is empty, then let's push something. So for push, I'll go for option 1, choice 1, enter. Now, when I go for option 1, in your switch case, you're asking user to enter a value. So it is asking me to enter a value. Please enter a value. Okay, let me give 5. Value 5. Okay. Enter. So once I give it a value, it gave us an acknowledgement message, value inserted. उसने वैल्यू डाल दिया अंदर. कैसे पता चलेगा अंदर गया है नहीं गया? डिस्प्ले. अगर एक वैल्यू डाला है, लेट्स कॉल अ डिस्प्ले फंक्शन वन मोर टाइम, एंड दिस टाइम इट सेज स्टैक कंटेन्स 5. पहले स्टैक एम्प्टी मैसेज आया था, बट अब एक वैल्यू है उसके अंदर. वेल, वी कैन इंसर्ट मोर नंबर्स. ऑप्शन 1 वैल्यू 4, ऑप्शन 1 वैल्यू 3, ऑप्शन 1 वैल्यू 2, ऑप्शन 1 वैल्यू 1. मैंने टोटल 5 वैल्यू उसके अंदर डाली अभी. लेट्स डिस्प्ले. So it says stack contains 1 2 3 4 5. Why? लास्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट. टॉप में क्या रहेगा जो लास्ट में डाला? लास्ट में हमने क्या डाला था? 1. 1 should be on the top. Yes, it is on the top. सेकेंड लास्ट वैल्यू 2. सबसे पहली वैल्यू हमने जो 5 डाली थी, इट इज एट अ बॉटम प्लेस. So it is a stack, right? Well, my stack is full right now. Size is 5. I've inserted 5 values. What if I call push operation? Option number 1, it will ask me to enter a value. Let me say value is 9. And when I press enter, it says stack is full. Because when we go for push operation, inside that push operation, the first step we perform is to check whether your stack is full or not. अगर full है तो वो यही मैसेज देगा, वैल्यू इंसर्ट नहीं करेगा. Right? So that's the push operation and display operation. Any doubt or query till now? It works properly. We don't have any problem till now. Do you have any question? Okay. Well, in that case, let us terminate this execution. So option number 8, enter. So I'm back on the command line, right? Bash. Okay. Let's focus on this file back. We need to define a set of operations. We have done init, we have done push. Now let us think about pop and pip operation. So what is pop? Well, if I define, there is going to be a pop operation which is going to take a value from top. टॉप से आप एक वैल्यू उठाओगे and you are going to return that value. But before you return that value, what you will do is you will decrease your top. Okay, this is what we want to perform in pop operation. And pop operation is only possible if you do have something inside your stack. Agar stack already khali hai to. So we have one more if condition. If my top is -1, then I can say stack underflow. Now it is called underflow and overflow. So instead of full, you can say stack overflow. It is just a message. अगर आप full लिखते हो तो भी चलेगा. No one is going to cut your marks. Well, this is what we want to perform in pop operation. But ये तो एक तरह से pseudocode हो गया. Number of steps that we want to perform, but this is not a C code. Let's write it. We will need one integer variable val, and as long as we are going to return that value, I'm going to initialize this value with something. Now अगर मैं 0 से initialize करूंगा, then 0 can be your data. 0 is a value and that can be your data. Because of that reason, what we do is we say it is a null. It is null. Null is a constant, predefined constant keyword in C language. It means nothing. Null means nothing. So value is null and we return that value at last. अगर आप कुछ return करते हो, then your function should have a return type. So it's gonna be integer, and pop function is going to receive stack address. So stack pointer S. Once we have that stack variable, we can access member of that using arrow. So S points to top is -1. Then I will print a message, printf stack underflow, and done. In the else part, you are going to take a value, you are going to decrease your top, you are going to print a message, just an acknowledgement message. Now when we delete, we do not print any acknowledgement message here, because anyway we are going to return that thing. अगर आप रिटर्न ही कर रहे हो तो यहाँ से कुछ acknowledgement देने की जरूरत नहीं है. जब आप कुछ रिटर्न नहीं करते हो तो कुछ acknowledgement देना होगा, right? So this is what we want. Now if we want to take a value from structure, then it's gonna be S points to data, S points to top, complete your statement, and then here S points to top minus minus, complete your statement, right? You can do post decrement, not pre decrement. So S points to top minus minus. At this place, no? This is what I'm saying. You cannot go for pre decrement. You have to go for post decrement. Prefix and postfix. No, aim not hai. No, means you are saying at this place minus minus. No, it is not possible. You have to access the member using S points to top. Once you have the member, then you can do anything. So either before S or after top. Now if you do this, then you can comment this line. This is also possible. It will work. To make it simple for now, let us have two separate statements. Well, is there any problem with syntax? Int pop stack pointer S. What is the problem? Why it is giving me the error? Yeah, return well and then semicolon is needed. And done. So this is your pop. There is very minor change in pop and pip. Copy this code, paste it, remove this line, and you have your pip operation. Okay. Now if else is having only one statement, I can also remove parenthesis. So this is my pip operation. That's the pip operation. Very quickly we can define is empty and is full. Is empty, stack pointer S, and here you are going to check whether your stack is empty or not. If and else. Now user wants answer in terms of yes or no, true or false. Correct? यूजर जब कॉल करेगा इज एम्प्टी तो उसे कुछ रिटर्न में आंसर चाहिए. अगर आप printf करोगे then it's gonna be printing message on console screen. आउटपुट स्क्रीन पे एक मैसेज आ गया, दैट्स इट. उससे आपके प्रोग्राम को पता नहीं चलेगा हाँ ये स्टैक खाली था या नहीं था. So instead of printing a message, we need to return something. From this, we need to return something like true or false. Right? We have to return. Now, C language does not have Boolean data type. Okay? Well, before moving forward, Om is asking, sir, is return value needed in pop? Yes, whenever we pop something, we always need to return a value. जब आप पॉप करोगे तो वो वैल्यू आप रिटर्न करोगे. वेरी सिंपल अंडरस्टैंडिंग बिहाइंड दिस. आप स्टैक में कोई वैल्यू क्यों डालते हो? बिकॉज यू वांट टू रिमेंबर इट. कभी भी आप मेमोरी में डेटा क्यों रखोगे? Because we want to remember it. Why do we remember? Because there may be a need in future. So when there is a need, we want that data back. अगर वो डेटा वापस चाहिए तो वो डेटा रिटर्न करना होगा. Okay? Yeah. Coming back to is empty. So based on a condition, we want to return a Boolean kind of a data, true or false, yes or no. But in a C language, it doesn't provide you Boolean data type. So, जब search के अंदर आपने flag लिया था, if you remember, same thing we are going to do here. Return 1. 1 means non-negative, it is true. Return 0. 0 means false. So if it is empty, you will return 1. If it is not empty, you will return 0. If you return something, then it should have a return type. So that's gonna be your isEmpty function. isEmpty लिख लिया तो isFull कौन सी बड़ी बात है? Right? Copy, paste, change it to isFull. And the condition for isFull will be max minus 1 and done. So if your top is max minus 1, return 1. It is full. Else return 0. It is not full. So we have defined number of other operations now. Pop, peep, is empty, is full. If you want to test it, go to your C file and populate your appropriate cases. Case 2 will be for pop. When we call a pop function, we are going to pass address of our stack. Now that pop function is going to return a value, so you have to catch that value. And here you are going to print that value. जो भी value आपको return हुआ, आप यहाँ से print करके देख सकते हो. Right? And then break your case. Now before we print it, let us check if your value is not equals to null. Only in that case you are going to print it. अगर वो null नहीं है तो ही print करना है, otherwise do nothing. So this is your pop. Copy and paste. Case number 3 gonna be your pip. Similarly, you can go for is empty, is full. But let us test it out. I'm going to run this code now. It gives you a few warnings because VAL is a integer variable. But inside that integer variable, we store null value. Null is not integer. Now equals to कि दोनों तरफ अगर data type same नहीं है तो implicit typecasting की तरह कुछ ना कुछ होगा. And because of that reason, it gives you the warning. But it is just a warning. भाई आपके ध्यान में लाना है भाई null और integer दोनों same नहीं है. Let it be. कोई बात नहीं, मुझे कोई problem नहीं है. My program is still running, right? So it says stack initialized and stack operations. Right now your stack is empty. अगर मैं display करूँगा यहाँ से, okay, then it says your stack is empty. On my empty stack, if I go and pop something, option number 2, then it says stack underflow. There is nothing in the stack. Well, let us push few values. So option 1 value 5, option 1 value 4, option 1 value 3, option 1 value 2, and display. So my stack contains values 2, 3, 4 and 5. Top of the stack is what? 2. Top of the stack is 2. So when we go and pop something, it will say popped value is 2. Slash n करना भूल गया. ठीक है, we'll do it later. So popped value is 2. अगर वो real में pop हुआ है, then it should not be there in the stack now. If I display my stack, then my stack contains 3, 4 and 5 only. Because 2 is popped, top minus minus कर दिया हमने, right? मान लो कि आपको pop नहीं करना है, you just want to see what is on the top. On the top there is value 3. अब आपको 3 remove नहीं करना है, आपको सिर्फ देखना है कि भाई top क्या है. Then we go for pip operation. Option number 3. And I forgot to change the message. This should be top of the stack is 3. Right? but we haven't removed it. It is still there inside your stack. अब अगर मैं स्टैक को डिस्प्ले करूंगा तो 3 अभी भी वहीं पे है, वो रिमूव नहीं हुआ. So that's the difference between pop and pip operations. I'm done with my testing, then I'll say 8, exit. What are the minor problems we faced? Popped value is /n, and here we should say top of the stack is /n. Okay. Now only one operation remains, change. Case 4. तो इस तरह की हैबिट रखिए. When you define a case, break पहले लिखोगे. Then you make some space in between and write your remaining code. जब भी मैं printf लिखता हूँ, I always go for opening, closing bracket and semicolon. Then I go back, double quote. Again I go back and then write some message. Try to have this kind of habit. तो ज़्यादातर आपकी एरर्स जो रहती है, forgot to write a semicolon, जैसे थोड़ी देर पहले मेरे साथ हुआ, forgot to write curly bracket, closing curly bracket, वो सब नहीं होगा. Okay, yeah, so coming back to case number 4. 4 is for change. अगर आपको कुछ चेंज करना है तो दो चीजें चाहिए, position and a new value. Let us ask user to enter a position. And we are going to scan it. %d POS. Now we have to declare POS variable. Okay, so I'll go to top and let us declare one variable POS. Then it works fine. We have taken position. Okay, let's take one more value. Please enter a new value, and we are going to take that value in VAL variable. So we have position, we have value, and now we will call change operation. First of all, pass address of your stack. Second parameter, position, and third parameter, your value. So we call a change operation. Inside your header file, let's implement that thing. So a change operation, a change function is going to have 3 parameters. Your stack pointer variable, because it was address, then integer position and integer value. Change operation जो है वो existing value को change कर लेगा, return कुछ नहीं करेगा, so void. It's gonna be void change. Well, whenever we go for change operation, what we need to do is we need to calculate index. We have to calculate index, and the equation was what? Top minus position plus 1, right? So S points to top minus given position plus 1. This is how we calculate index. Then we have to validate that index. If your calculated index IDX is greater or equals to 0 and at the same time your calculated index IDX is less than or equals to top. If this is the case, it's a valid one. It's a valid one. अगर वो valid है तो क्या करोगे? Inside your data array, whatever index you have calculated, update the value. Update the value. Return type void है ना? Let's acknowledge. Printf value changed. Well, if your calculated index is not valid, so in the else part, you are going to acknowledge your user with a proper message, invalid position. So this is gonna be your change operation. Explicitly अगर आपको चेक करना है स्टैक खाली है तो मैं कुछ चेंज नहीं कर पाऊंगा, then you can have extra if condition at this place if you require. अगर चाहिए तो एक अलग से emptiness condition, underflow condition लिख सकते हो. नहीं लिखोगे तो भी चलेगा क्योंकि स्टैक खाली है तो पोजीशन है ही नहीं. यूजर कोई भी पोजीशन दे दे, everything is going to be invalid. So still that case will be handled here. And this is our change operation. Let's very quickly test it so that we can conclude this session. So I'm going to run this code. Well, what happened? Permission. Oh, we are never going to run this header file. We are always going to run this C file. So fine, let me insert few values 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1 and display. So inside my stack, I have these values. Now from the top, if we calculate in positions, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The number is the position itself. Deliberately, I inserted those numbers so that you can relate changing position. मान लो कि position 4 पे आपको 9 डालना है. So what we do here is we go for option number 4, position number 4, and the new value is 9. So it says value changed. Let's display. Instead of 4, you have 9. So it works. But what if I give invalid position? So option 4, position 8 and value 5. It says invalid position. So that handles all your cases or scenarios properly. Right? And that completes our implementation of stack also. So here we are done with the implementation part and demo part. We demonstrate entire stack. This is your practical number 3 in a practical list. This is your practical number 3 from your practical list. So that's all from my side right now. Thank you everyone for being part of this session, and see you in the next week, next lecture, where we will continue applications of stack. Bye-bye.